Now, let's get into this thing, man. I gave this some thought, man, and I said, well, why is it that women generally seem to view black men as less than other ethnic groups of men? I said, you know what? There is several reasons that women view black men as less than other groups of men. But it has nothing to do with the women. It has more to do with what we as black men present to society. Because, see, we just want to focus on women viewing us as less than. The entirety of society views us as less than. It's not just women, it's other races of men, it's freaking foreigners when they come to the country. Hell, foreigners outside of the country view us as less than other races in this country, than other ethnicities in this country. Now, see, I got a couple trolls in here. I'm going to let y'all stay in here because you know what I feel like? Until the homies in the chat complain about your presence, you being here don't bother me because I simply ignore you. All you can do is type some in. Let me be real quiet to see if I can hear you talking. No, I can't hear you. So all you can do is type stuff in over there. Go ahead and type. Until somebody say, well, you know what? The homies done already told me to get you out of here, man. I'm going to have to go ahead and excommunicate you, man. You got to get out of here. Now, there's another sucker up there, too. Let me go ahead and get him out of here, man. See, these boys ain't getting no loving. Trevor James, let me go ahead and get him out of here, too. He ain't got no women or no money. That's why he in here hating. See, if you ain't got no women or no money, woo, boy, God dog. All right, got the homie SJ3 in the building, man, working that wrench. Done jumped all on this boy head in here. I don't even see SJ3, and he done jumped on somebody's head. God dog. That boy SJ3 invisibly jumping on folks' head. I see Irvin anytime we're hitting by SJ3. SJ, where you at, man? Man, that boy, man, he getting folks out of here remote control. God damn, SJ3. That boy cold with it, man. He cold with it. So I say this, man. I've got a few reasons here why women generally tend to think that black men are less than other men. And you're going to be surprised about how it has everything to do with us and absolutely nothing to do with them. You see, as black men, we got to stop convincing ourselves that women view us wrongly. Because I'm going to be honest with you. When we get into this list right here, we all going to have to agree that what we present to society as individuals and as a group, by and large, makes their viewpoint of us fair. Not only fair, it makes it logical for society to view us this way. Now let's get into this thing, man. Trav, what up? Tyrone Davis. Wigger, what up, homie? J.R. Meadows is in the building. The True Light. Mo Hall, what up? LDA, what up, LDA? I see you in the building, homie. See if I skip past into one. I think Marlon 244. 2444. Bad Boy D, what up? Steve Thompson. Monsters, I see you, man. Let's get into this thing, man. Let me see. I just saw Run Time. Let me throw Run Time in here, man. A wrench here. All right. Now, the first thing we have to understand is this as black men. Women communicate their tears, fears, and ideas about relationships and men. We understand that. We see their little magazines. We see the little women on YouTube they follow. We see the little bloggers they follow. We see the Instagram personalities they follow. We see all of these things. So we know they share information. And what we have to understand as black men is this. Black women have the most experience with black men in relationships. And they are very vocal about how negatively those interactions affected them. Truthfully or not. You see, women don't care about the truth. They just care about what other women say. And you as a man are never going to be able to tell a group of women that that woman is lying on you, because those women already really don't trust men, especially black men. So you got to understand that when these other races of women, white women, Asian women, Hispanic women, Russian women, hey, I just met an Australian chick today at the coffee shop. Let me tell you something. Black Australian, or shall I say mixed Australian. Let me tell you something. When they hear black women say all these negative things about black men, all these experiences they've had, how black men don't take care of their children, how black men be dropping seeds over everywhere, how black men be, just all kind of dysfunction goes on when black men are around. Do you not understand that other races of women drop black men down the list and say, well, shit, I don't want none of that in my life? But can you blame them? If the overall image of you from the woman who has the most experience with you is negative as hell, why would other groups of women then say, okay, I could have a white man, I could have an Asian man, I could have a Hispanic man, but no, I'm gonna just bypass what the black woman says and go get the black man? Hell no. We always talk about they're not logical, but guess what? They're logical as hell in that perspective. That's some logic for your ass right there, man. And that's the truth of it. That's some logic for you right there, boy. I can't even complain about them being logical then. Now, Jose Navarro, what up, homie? Another thing is this, man. And this is the truth of the matter that we have to accept as black men. Black men are not competitive in the upper echelon of any industry in America. But not just in America, in the world. When we think about technology, black men are not competitive in the upper echelon of technology. Where our interest into the cell phone market, where our interest into the laptop computer market, where our interest into the desktop computer market, nigga, where our interest into the fucking CB radio department, the automotive sound system industry, where our interest into any of these things. You understand, nigga? Where our interest into the light bulb industry? Since the light bulb was invented by a black man, where our interest? Where our interest into the straightening comb? What about the traffic light? All these inventions that we keep telling ourselves, well, black men invented that, black men invented that. So, what the hell does it mean if we ain't doing nothing with it? So when women look out, we understand hypergamy. We always talk about hypergamy. So let's accept hypergamy for what it is and what it represents. It represents that women want the best qualified men to be providers. You understand? And in a room full of different races of men, black men rarely measure up to the upper echelon of those providers. You understand what I'm saying? There are fewer black men who can say, there is no one above me in my industry than there are any other race of men in this country. There are more Hispanic men that can say, I'm at the upper echelon of my industry. There are, of course, more white men that can say, I'm at the upper echelon of my industry. There are more Asian men who can say, I'm at the upper echelon of my industry. Man, let me tell you something. Black men are so out of touch with how to be bosses and be in control of environments that we'll go to an area that's predominantly black, and every single business in that area is owned by somebody white, somebody SA, somebody Asian, or somebody Indian. Always. You can go down a whole strip and not find one single business that's owned by a black man. Now, when these people go stop at the gas station and get gas, and they see the Indian owners, the Indian owners, or the Arabian owners, or the Middle Eastern owners, let's say that. The Middle Eastern owners, they move up above black men because they see black men out in the parking lot pumping gas, paying these people. Where do you go in this society and see everybody in that environment spending money at the black man's business? Where is that? Help me understand. Show me. Show me, man. Man, a hustling black man is not a prize to a woman, brother. How is a hustling black man a prize? No. And let me break something down for every man who believes that a hustling black man is a prize. A hustling black man is just the best black man that a woman feel like she can settle for. It ain't no hustling black man that's prized more than a super paid ass white man. Let me tell you something. Jeff Bezos finna get hit for half of his money by his wife and still got more money than niggas in America have collectively. Think about that. He about to get hit for half of his money by his old lady and still has more money than black men collectively. Hustle? Hustling? Let's keep it 100. If you're not in the streets, you're not hustling. Your ass working. There's a difference. Hustling stops when you get outside of the street. Hustling is illegal. That's what hustling is. Hustling strictly applies to moving them things. That's what hustling is. Everything else is working. If you pay taxes, you ain't hustling. You working. If you gotta wait for your money for somebody to pay you your money in a check, or if your money don't come at the very moment you make the exchange every single time, if you ain't making all cash transactions, you ain't hustling, you working. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Hustling, no matter how much money you got hustling, there's a ceiling to the type of women your ass even gonna be around. And furthermore, how many black men are actually hustling on a level where they can be competitive in this fucking free enterprise world? You know what I'm saying? Those days of hustling are gone. This is 2019, man. Those days of hustling were in the 90s. That shit been dead since the late 90s. Really the early 90s. It didn't last long. It was a very short window. Ronald Reagan's war on drugs shut that shit down. It killed it quick. See, what you have to understand is this. There's a black man somewhere who's getting 10 keys of pure cocaine in right now. But you know what? There's an SA man that just dropped 10 off to 100 niggas. So all them niggas that got 10, one SA supply all 100 of them niggas. You see what I'm saying? See, we got to start thinking like the supplier. That's the problem. When women look at black men, they don't see suppliers. Supply and demand. All we do is demand. We don't supply nothing. So the first thing is, black women have the most experience with black men, and all they do is complain and say negative shit about the whole experience with us. And other women look at that and say, well, damn, if I'm going to take anybody word about the black man, I'm going to take the black woman word. Secondly, black men are not competitive in the upper echelon of any industry, not just in America, but pretty much worldwide. And the fact that we have to lean to things like the hustling black man, we ain't talking about the hustling white man. We ain't talking about the hustling Hispanic. We ain't talking about the hustling Asian man. We ain't talking about the hustling Middle Eastern man. We talking about these motherfuckers that own things. A hustling black man can't compete with a motherfucker that own things. Man, let me tell you something. I got a client, man, that I've been training for a long time, man. I actually trained him for his wedding, man. He went back to India and got married, man. Their whole marriage system over there is totally different. You know what happened when he came back over here? Every day I saw his wife at the store. Every day. I ain't talking about for a few hours. I'm talking about if I went by there in the morning, her ass was there. If I went by there in the afternoon, her ass was there. If I went by there in the evening, her ass was there. She married right into a workload. And you know what? Every time I saw her in there, she was in that motherfucker with a smile. You dig? But when you're training people, man, you develop a personal relationship with them if you train them long enough. I came to find out that, boy, they own 250 convenience store gas stations all over the state. I was in a city about an hour away and ran across some more of them. I told them about the cat that I trained, man. They all said, yeah, we have family here. We go way over there. We go everywhere. Man, they got 250 locations in one state. One state. And you know what they drive? Plain ass Acuras. Plain ass Toyotas. You know why? Because they ain't like black men. They don't think about looking rich. They build wealth. People who build wealth don't look rich. People that look rich don't build wealth. And that's the bottom line. And now there are some black men in some industries, but they're far and few between. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. LeBron James, man, signed a $1 billion lifetime deal with Nike. I don't even know what kind of car he drive. You know what? He don't never show it. Cause that boy, they're building wealth. I don't know what kind of car Michael Jordan drive. Ain't never seen him drive a car. Cause that boy building wealth. But we only have a few industries we can build wealth in. And they're all entertainment. And we never own shit in that entertainment. So, now when you think about this as well, man, women watch the way black men attack each other. They see that shit. You think women don't see the way we attack each other? You think all these, even on this platform, let's think about this platform. You think all these black women and other women ain't sitting around watching this shit? We're entertaining for them just like we entertaining for each other. You think they ain't sitting around watching this? You think they ain't sitting around watching how all these niggas be attacking black women on this platform? Do you think they ain't sitting around watching how crazy you niggas went chopping down Cynthia G? Like y'all couldn't wait for the opportunity to attack a woman? Who else does that? What other group of men do you see group together and attack a woman? What other men have you ever seen do that? Especially if the woman ain't did nothing to them personally. Half of you niggas don't even know this chick. Ain't never met her a day in your life. If it wasn't for that wig she wear, you couldn't pick out a lineup. Unless you start talking, because you got a very distinctive voice. But boy, when I saw that, man, that's why if you notice, man, I started falling back from niggas. You understand what I'm saying? Because see, I don't have the problem that that most black men have with women. I'm very engaging. I'm very confident when I deal with women, and I don't have any of the negative issues that black men have when it comes to women. I don't view women from a negative perspective because they've never given me anything negative. They give me what they are, and I appreciate them for what they are. But when you see things like that, what group of women you think gonna sit around and say? Because you know black women talk about that. What group of women you think gonna say, woo woo? Well, they just did it to her cause she black. No. They gonna say they did it to her cause she's a woman. And then they turn around and see you get pulled over by the cops and get your ass beat up. Don't even try to fight back. If the cops gonna kill you, they gonna kill you. You niggas just sit there and take it. You're in a situation where in business you get taken advantage of. You don't go do nothing to nobody. Man, let me tell you something. I know a family right now had a relative in the hospital. Black family. Motherfucker got bed sores all over his body. I'm talking about hips. I'm talking about infected bed sore. That motherfucker get ready to die. He in hospice right now. Motherfucker never did sue the hospital. Because black men don't go against the system. Black men talk about going against the system. When the last time black men went against anything that they complain about, except for black women? Who in the hell want a man that don't do nothing but attack his own women? And I'm going to be honest with you. You niggas ain't got no good reason to attack black women like that. You think you do. I ain't saying you ain't got no reason to feel some kind of way about black women, but to attack them on a public platform, you niggas ain't got no reason for that shit. Y'all just feel some kind of way. You niggas too sensitive. You too much in your feelings. You always want to complain about some shit. Well, the women did this. Sound to me like you a mama's boy. If you can blame your problems on your woman, nigga, you a mama's boy. That's what little boys do. Mama, you told me I'll get some candy. You ain't let me get no candy. That's how come I ain't eat my dinner. Don't no woman want no nigga, man, that makes a living off attacking other women. How are women supposed to view you? Look what you present to society. Tell me how women are supposed to view you, man. I ain't never seen no shit like this. It's crazy to me, man. And then another thing. When they see you tear each other down on here, you think these women ain't seeing you niggas back and forth, going back and forth, tearing each other down, doing all this fussing and yelling and all that? Hey, man, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm from an environment where niggas don't argue. Now, you can say what you want to say about my environment, but all this arguing you're doing, if you got that much a problem with somebody need to pop some off. Where I'm from, if we got that much a problem with each other, man, we pop some off. Somebody finna get shut up, because we ain't finna be going through this lip wrestling and all that, this tongue hustling and all that y'all be doing. But everybody see it. Everybody feel it. I get so much negative energy from the shit. I know women get negative energy from it. And then let's talk about the black on black crime. We can say they inflate the statistics, but them motherfuckers high. I'm from that environment. Nigga, I done lost 17 homeboys in a summer 17. You understand? Of course, about 10 of them was my real true partners. You understand? 7 of them was just some niggas that hung around and I knew them and we was cool. But I done lost 17 partners in one summer, nigga. And you telling me, actually telling me that those numbers are inflated? The only niggas who feel like the numbers are inflated are niggas who ain't from that environment. You understand? And we could blame, well, all them niggas ain't killing each other. Man, black men hate each other. If they tell me 100 black men killed each other in one weekend, I'm gonna believe it because I'm from an environment where black men generally hate each other. Hate to see each other successful, hate to see each other unsuccessful, hate to see each other dead. I mean, hate to see each other living, man. Just hate to see each other alive. Don't you think the rest of society sees that? Don't you think all these people that be watching court TV and all that shit right there, don't you think they understand that black men be telling on each other, getting each other locked up? Don't you think they understand, man, that black men be going to prison, man, and how that whole rape culture in prison and all that shit, man? Let me tell you something. We can say the rape culture in prison ain't just black men, but if the majority of people locked up in the United States is black and prison has an excessive rape culture, what that tell you? It tell you there's a whole lot of black men in prison engaging in fucking rape culture. What I'm telling you is this, man. When you look at a place like ATL, Atlanta is one of the worst representatives for black men in the world, simply because of his willingness to invite men who want to be women, men who act like women, men who dress like women, men who behave like women, men who think like women, men who actually believe they are women. Now, are there not white men like that? Of course there are. Are there not Hispanic men like that? Of course there are. I'm not saying that they're not, but what I am saying is, where in the hell can you go that is known as the gay capital of the world and it's full of white men? Or it's full of Hispanic men, or it's full of Asian men, or it's full of, where can you go that is known? Nigga, we live in America. And Atlanta is known as the gay capital of the world. And it is a predominantly black city. What does that tell you? You don't think other groups of women are looking at that when that statistic comes out, and we perpetuate this statistic all the time like it's a good thing. When we try to act like it's black women's fault. When we hear the statistic that 80% of newly reported HIV and AIDS cases are black women. Ah, man, we look at, is it 80%? I think it's 80%. It's a high number. I don't remember the exact number, niggas. Go look it up. But we look at that statistic and we tell ourselves that, black women nasty. Nigga, the majority of black women have sex with black men. What does that tell you? We can play that game all we want to, but technically speaking, by the number, there's a higher percentage of black men who engage in who interracial relationships than there are black women. It's proven, documented. Your ass can't argue with it. So the majority of those black women, especially in a city like Atlanta, are having sex with black men. So tell me how in the hell you as a black man gonna keep throwing a statistic up that says that your women from sleeping with you are getting HIV and AIDS. Oh, I forgot. That whole separate thing that you niggas do that other races of men don't do. Well, it ain't me, it's them niggas over there. It ain't me, it's Pookie and Ray Ray. It ain't me, it's the educated thug nigga. It ain't me, it's the sellout. It ain't me, it's the pro-black nigga. It ain't me, it's the Iltmore. It ain't me, it's the alpha nigga like BoA. It ain't me, it's the MGTOW nigga. It ain't every black man always talking about it ain't him, it's the other nigga. What other race of men do you think say it ain't me, it's my comrade? No, they say it ain't me, it's the black man. Asians never say it ain't me, it's the other Asians. White men never say it ain't me, it's the other white men. The only niggas who shift the blame off themselves to other men who look just like them are black men. All this shit is seen by society, man. What the hell make you think a woman gonna want you over any other man? Tell me that. It's crazy out here, man. It's crazy out here. You understand? And not only the black on black crime, but They see the inability of black men to support each other's growth. Man, let me tell you something. Even on this platform, very few niggas support other niggas' growth. You understand? Very few niggas support other niggas' growth. That's just the way it is. Because everybody want to be the man. Everybody want to be the one that's growing the fastest. Everybody want to be the one that's growing the most. Everybody want to be the one with the most subscribers. Everybody want to be blah, blah, blah. Hey, man, let me tell you something right now. For one thing, I'm going to bust your heads right now. When it come to this black manosphere and all that, all of us can stop with that whole subscriber shit because AMS done put that shit to bed. Nigga just opened his subscribers up, then they got 252,000 subscribers. So all you niggas that's hating on any other man out here for his subscribers or against subscribers, all of us are a long fucking way from AMS. So let's just nip that in the bud. No more bumping heads over subscribers because AMS got that shit nipped in the bud. And the nigga ain't even been on the platform that long. Nigga be at 1 million before some niggas get to 100,000. So let's just nip that in the bud. It's over with the subscribers. Don't hate on nobody's subscribers. If somebody got 10, 15, 20, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, don't hate on them because them motherfuckers still a long way from AMS. So let's put that shit to bed. You understand what I'm saying? The bottom line is this. Niggas still, even after that, even with that knowledge, still gonna hate on the next man growth. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody deals with it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been pretty scot-free on it, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's because I hide my subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I hide my subscribers, and there's probably some niggas who cool with me now that wouldn't be so cool if I didn't. You understand? But I do it because it's just a number to me. It's an arbitrary number. It don't matter on this platform. Subscribers don't matter unless they affect your watch time. That's all that matters. So I say that to say this. How many niggas, I'm talking about content creators, actually support AMS? I'm talking about actually support the nigga. You understand what I'm saying? How many actually support him? How many content creators actually support Clinks? Support him. How many times you done been in his super chat, man? How many times you done been to his live stream and sent him a super chat? You understand what I'm saying? How many content creators actually support Black Ram? I ain't talking about going on his channel. I'm talking about going in his comments, leaving him a super chat when he on live. He ain't on live too often, but when he on there, how many times you go in there, man, drop him a super chat? You understand? Niggas don't support each other because they feel like, nigga, you already there. I need to get mine. So when women see that, when a woman sees you can't even support other black men, why in the hell is a white woman gonna think you're gonna be able to support her on anything? Why does she think she can rely on you to support her even helping you? Your niggas don't even support niggas who help you. Shit is crazy out here, man. Crazy out here. Nobody should be around here. Man, listen, nobody should have a negative thing to say about AMS, man, because he came in here and pimped this YouTube shit the way we all trying to do. He came in here and pimped it like we all trying to do. And so I don't even understand how even if you feel something negative, you shouldn't say it just out of respect for the way he came through and pimped the game, man. You niggas ain't hustlers. That's how you can hate on the hustle. Trav was saying earlier about hustle. That shit AMS did right there, nigga, that's hustle. He hustled the shit out of this platform. Hustled the shit out of it. And that should be all love. Grown man business, I appreciate the double super chat, homie. Run Tireman, I appreciate the super chat as well, man. Homie said like this, show your support, damn it. No doubt, bro, I appreciate that, homie. So another thing is, man, you got to understand this, man. That's a hell of a transition, O-Stacks. From AMS to BoA, that's a hell of a transition. So I'm going to tell you like this as well, man. Another thing that sets women away from black men is that black men are promiscuous as fuck. All niggas talk about is sex. That's all niggas talk about is sex. Motherfucker, don't no woman that's bouting and want no nigga that's hooked on sex. Why would a woman view you as valuable when you can't even keep your wee wee in your britches, nigga? You're controlled by lust. And the man that's controlled by lust ain't getting to no money. By means of a whorish woman, the man is brought to a piece of bread. Now you find that where that's at in Proverbs. Nigga, I ain't gonna find it for you. Go read. And then and the crazy shit is, you aren't afraid to show how promiscuous you are. You pride yourself in how promiscuous you are. Talk about it all the time. All niggas talk about is sex, how much you got, or wish you could get. That's it. Niggas don't talk about nothing else but sex. This is the thing. Let me rephrase that. We talk about other things, but when it comes to women, all we talk about is sex. Boy, it's 2019. Women have more to bring to your table than sex. Women have more ways to benefit you than just getting you off. And you think these women out here that got more to bring to the table than sex are going to be worried about your funky ass when all you want to do is have sex all the time? That's why these women would prefer to be by themselves or be with each other or be with another race of man. That's why black women who are successful or attain any level of success go get it with an Asian man or go get with a white man. And you say you don't care, but then you sit around and complain about swirling. What the hell else they gonna do? You can't even respect the fact that a woman can bring 6 figures to the table. You too busy trying to jump up and down and everything you get a hold to. I swear that's all you niggas talk about. That's how come you can't understand why I own cold approach. You too busy trying to hump on everything, so you got the cold approach to satisfy your thirst. To satisfy, it ain't even a craving, nigga. It's a thirst. It's a lust. It's a drug habit. It's a rush. To satisfy that, you got the cold approach to get as many women as you can. Les Grant, I appreciate the $6 super chat, man. It's so stoic. I appreciate the super chat. Homicide, support all my brothers making moves, no doubt, bro. Trav, man, I appreciate the super chat. Trav said, real, recognize real, you the last of the dinosaurs. Real talk, man. Nigga, I don't know if I want to be a dinosaur or not, but, I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So, the thing is, SJ, I agree with you. Women like sex just as much as we do, but women don't make public platforms. If you listen to a group of women in public, that's different. We're talking about niggas with thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people listening to them and talk about sex all the time. See, what we got to understand is this. If you see a group of women and it's 5 women, that's fine. You might not ever see that group of women together again. I'm talking about here and other places, in the music, in the movies, in the content here, in the Facebook posts, in the IG posts, all cats talk about when it comes to women is sex. At least women talk about other shit when it comes to men. They talk about how much money you got. They talk about how your health is. They talk about how your credit is. They talk about, at least they talk about other shit. All niggas talk about sex. Sex, that's it. Niggas got sex on the brain. You mean tell me, man, how many men in here right now think of the finest woman you know? How many of you right now can honestly say, for a whole week, if you came home and that woman was in there dressed sexy as she could, man, you can resist her ass for a whole week. Coming in there and she just laid up in there waiting on you. Might even be playing in that kitty. How many men in here can say, man, I can resist her ass for a whole week, 7 days straight, if I come home to her in there like that? See, these are the type of things that we as men have to ask ourselves. You understand? Because I'm telling you that other races of men, see, we're not competing with ourselves. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. And it's real talk. When it comes to black men, this is how we need to understand. I ain't no competition for you. You ain't no competition for me. We ain't competition for each other because we don't own shit. I ain't competing with no niggas that don't own shit. Why am I competing with you? You don't own shit. Why are you competing with me? I don't own shit. How many things do you have in your house that I manufactured? How many things do I have in my house that you manufactured? Nigga, how many things do I have in my house that you imported or exported? Wait a minute, I'll go even further. How many things do I have in my house that you sold me at the fucking store, nigga? You know what I'm saying? When we look at each other, we on the same level. None of us ain't got shit. We all got a car. Okay, if my car costs 100,000 and your car costs 80, or if my car costs 100,000 and your car costs 150, we both still got overpriced ass cars that we got our ass whooped for. See what I'm saying? If my suits cost $1,000 and your suits cost $2,000 and we both got them tailored, we both got on $1,000 fucking suits that probably cost $10 to make. What do you have that I'm competing with? I don't want to be where the fuck you are. It ain't no nigga I look at that I know personally, that I interact with, that I can look at and say, I'm trying to go where he at. I'm trying to go where the fuck Michael Jordan at. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to go where the fuck Bob Johnson is. Where was. Motherfucker used to own BET before he went to shit. You understand? I'm trying to go where cats at that own shit. That's where I'm trying to go. And I named those two because when you really think about it, those are about the only two you could say really own some shit. We can look at Jay and Diddy. Them niggas don't really, they like more like brand ambassadors for other people's shit. They got their little record companies and all that, but for the most part, they're just highly paid brand ambassadors. I'm talking about ownership, nigga. You know what I'm saying? The last great black owner was Suge Knight. See what happened to that nigga? So we got to understand, man. Shit, even P. I take what P at. P a real live ownership minded motherfucker, man. Master P is the greatest ownership mind that the hood has ever known. King Shooter, man, congrats on the graduation, man. King Shooter getting up out that joint tomorrow, man. Shout out to the homie. Appreciate the super chat, homie. Full Circle Mail, man. I appreciate the super chat, homie. Real talk. So the thing that we have to understand as black men, man, is that we are not, and that's another thing that women look at us, man, and they understand, man, that we ain't competing. They understand that we ain't no boss. Like we could have our own little business, but I'm talking about we're bosses in our own little circle. And I had somebody say that in the comment before. Well, as a black man, don't worry about competing. You just gotta dominate your own little environment. It's a noble concept, but that's one of those concepts that, man, listen, we're so fucked up as men that we have to just say, well, women ain't important. Niggas have to tell themselves, I don't care what a woman thinks about me. Yes, you do. Had a nigga tell me on the cold approach video today, well, I cold approach because I don't care what a woman think about me. But then when you get with her, you try to make sure you impressively sex her. You try to make sure she thinks you're the best she's ever had sexually. You try to make sure she thinks the world of you sexually. So you do care what a woman thinks. The bottom line is we as black men have gotten to the point, man, where women view us as such a low priority that we had no choice but to say that women don't matter. We don't care about women. You understand? So another thing you got to understand is this, man. And this is a big one that we overlook. We try to overlook it, but we can't overlook it. Black men are willingly, and I do say willingly, used and abused by damn near everyone in society, including ourselves or each other, and never stand up for ourselves. When the last time black men as a group stood up for themselves? I'll wait. We still going to jail at an alarming fucking rate. Still getting twice as much time as white men for the same crimes. You understand? Still getting, have a greater chance of being beat the hell up by the cops. I mean, all kind of shit still going on. Tell me when it's the last time black men have stood up for themselves as a group. Ain't nobody in here was even alive the last time black men stood up for themselves as a group. Think about that shit. Think about it. Nobody in this, I don't care, nigga, LDA wasn't alive. Nobody in here was alive the last time black men stood up for themselves as a group. And everybody knows we the most oppressed. Everybody knows we the most hated. Everybody knows we have the most obstacles placed in front of us intentionally. And we still don't stand up and fight for our fucking selves. We too busy fighting each other. Now, how you think to women looking at us saying, damn, nigga, you want to stand up for yourself? But then you try to stand your ass up in the face of a woman. You understand what I'm saying? Women don't respect black men because black men don't respect themselves. And if you don't respect yourself, you damn sure can't respect from nobody else. Expect respect from nobody else. And that's the bottom line, man. All we do is talk shit. While other men are doing, we talking. When it comes to the talking part, oh man, we in the room with everybody talking the talk. When it come time to walk the walk, we all sit down holding our knees. Oh man, god damn. I think I ruptured my I think I tore my ACL, man. I might have tore my ACL and MCL. Oh man, look at my kneecap, man. My patella detached. We ain't gonna walk no fucking walk, but we gonna talk though. See, this is the thing. And I agree with both grown men business and Trav. We are the strongest. And they know it. But they don't give a fuck. It ain't for them to know. They don't care. The only way that matters if we're the strongest is if we show strength. And that strength starts with unity. You think white men are strong because they just strong? No. Them boys are united. They united on a united front to keep niggas out of everything. You think Asian men are strong? They might look like Bruce Lee, but all them motherfuckers can't. All them ain't Bruce Lee. You think they come in here and dominate? You think they dominate the world for real because they strong? No. They represent Asian culture. White men represent white American culture. Hispanics represent whatever Hispanic speaking country, whatever Spanish speaking country they from, they represent Hispanic culture. Black men represent what everybody else represent. We got a little bit of Hispanic culture, a little bit of white culture, a little bit of Asian culture. We got all kind of shit mixed in there. If you don't even have your own culture, you have no identity. We're the only group of men that are solely identified by the color of our fucking skin. The only one. See, you can say the dominant male in American society. We already know you're talking about the white man. We can say the hardest working male in American society. We already know you're talking about Hispanics. We can say the most business savvy male in American culture. And though you may think it's the white man, it's not. They just got a hell of a head start. Asian men are business savvy like a motherfucker, boy. You got to know some Asians to know that. When we talk about the most patriarchal cultures in the world, black American men ain't nowhere in that. Nigga, we ain't even ranked last in that discussion. See, let me tell you something. There are greater numbers of mama's boys among black men than there are among all other nationalities combined. I say again, there are greater numbers of mama's boys. I mean boys who were raised by their mama, taught by their mama, and trained by their mama to be a damn mama's boy than there are in any other nationalities, and all other nationalities combined. Now we can make up the reason why. Well, the single mother. We ain't talking about why. We talking about facts today. The results are all that matter. When you get to talking about why, you think it like a female. Females always want to know why. Hey, look, shot, I ain't gonna be able to fuck with you no more. Why? Even though she know what it is, why? They always want to know the why. They can't just take the facts. Well, how did you get to that? How did that happen? You tell a bro you can't eat pork, she wants you to show it to her in the Bible. So you got to understand, man, that we're talking about why women view black men as less than other men. Why all women think black men suck. And they do think that. You may not want to admit it. You may not want to accept it. But I'm telling you, they do. And that's the bottom line. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat right quick, man. No doubt, man. The majority of us are weak mentally and easily influenced. Real talk. Real talk. That and hey, another truth there, Trav. All the other groups understand group economics. They understand that group economics is the only economic thought process that matters. This other shit we doing, this individualistic thing that we're doing, I bet I can make more money than you. Yeah, you can make more money than me, but you can't make more money than him. You know what I'm saying? The only way to make more money than him is if we make it together. Yeah. You know what, Jackson? Great point. Most group preach individualism while practicing group collective thinking. See, what that means is most group practice individualism mean you carry your fucking weight. If you want to be a part of this collective, you carry your individual weight, your individual responsibility. See, when you see white men the way they treat poor white folks, they don't treat poor white folks like outcasts. They don't ostracize them like black folks with a little bit of money do black folks that's poor. They don't ostracize them. They just treat them like shit because they're a disgrace to the white race. If your ass is a white man and you poor in America, you a disgrace because the system is set up for you to win. It ain't even hard for you to win. Nigga, you can be unqualified and win in America as a white man. You ain't got to have nothing. You could be dumb as shit and find yourself the head of a corporation. You know what I'm saying? If your ass just work the system. There are some that don't work the system. They just want to sit around and get drunk and eat possum and squirrel and shit. And those ones, but they still are taken care of. White men never leave anyone behind. They take care of their own. They're not gonna let your ass be out there like that. They do that. That's why when we hear about food stamps and welfare, why more white folks are on that shit. You know why? Because their system was not created for black folks. The welfare system was not created for niggas. And like here, even when Walter Payton say single black women is the problem. Yeah. Now you know what? Single black women aren't the problem. I'm finna say something now, and some of you niggas probably finna log off, but I don't care. Log the fuck off. Single black women aren't the problem. Single black mothers aren't the problem. I say that again. Single black mothers aren't the problem. I say it one more time. Single black mothers are not the problem. I'm gonna tell you what the problem is. The fact that black mothers are single is the problem. Single black mothers didn't just fucking fall out the sky as single black mothers, niggas. At some point, niggas gonna have to take a fucking responsible outlook and say that black mothers are single because the fucking fathers aren't around. It wasn't no women that were just born and grew up single black mothers. She didn't get pregnant by herself. The bottom line is this. It is not a woman's responsibility to keep a motherfucker around when she have a kid with him. It's black men's responsibility to hold one another to task. And if we ain't gonna hold one another to task, then we need to step the fuck up and kick motherfuckers in the ass and say, man, get over there and do what you need to do. But the bottom line is we keep talking about single black mothers are the problem. They raise these boys. What kind of group of fucking men say that the reason our boys are turning out like this is because of our women? Only a matriarchal minded group of pussies is gonna say that. And I mean that shit. And if you get offended by it, I don't care. I'm tired of hearing that shit. Single black mothers are ruining black boys. Single black mothers. Well, why the fuck are the black men at? Why the women are ruining the boys? Sitting your ass on the sideline pointing the finger talking about look at her over there ruining them boys. Man, get the fuck out of here with that. That's some hoe shit, man. That's hoe shit. I'm telling you that's what it is. If you feel that way, man, that's hoe shit. You need to man up. No other race of men is sitting around here blaming their women for their fucking problems. It's a man's job to raise boys. It's our job to raise boys. It's our job to teach boys. Fuck you gonna sit there and blame her. What's she gonna teach a boy, fool? Goddamn woman can't teach a boy how to be a man. It's crazy out here, man. You mean tell me we gonna sit back and point the finger at our women and say they doing a bad job of raising boys into men where we know damn well a woman don't know how to be a man? All she could teach him is what she knows as a woman. He gonna be feminine. He gonna be emotional because he being taught to be a male woman. The fuck y'all think, man? God damn. Cause opinion, brother. I appreciate the $30 super chat, man. Good evening to you, bro. I appreciate you being in here, man. Appreciate the super chat. Like it's crazy out here, man. Like I just, you know, and I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I have business partners, man, that are white. Business partners, business acquaintances, and man, they don't never talk about that shit. They don't never talk about it. And these white dudes, man, and they be saying, look here, bro. I'm gonna tell you now. I know you gonna say that things are different from what they used to be, but I'm telling you what I see. The shit that's going on ain't fair. Now, you're a businessman, I'm a businessman, but if we go to a business owner, a small business owner convention, how many more black men you think gonna be there? See, he said, now there'll be some, but the majority of us are gonna be white. It's always been that way. And the fact that it's 2019, it shouldn't be that way. I was just chopping it up with him shit last week. No, matter of fact, yeah, I was just chopping it up with him last Thursday. You know, every now and then we get together, man, and you know, the group of us, man, we get together and have lunch, and so we sat there chopping it up, man, for a couple of hours, and you know, this was the discussion. Man. It was like, now, man, I mean, you're doing everything in your power to make change, but the change got to come from the top. It's how they chop it up with me because they understand, they respect me for sticking to my guns, even though I had it much harder than they did, and maintaining my drive to be an entrepreneur because it would have been so much easier for me to just go get a fucking job. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what, bro? That's a great question, Trav. I don't really give a fuck how they view me. I don't care how nobody view me. But you're gonna treat me with fucking respect when you see me. They may talk about me when I leave out the door, bro. I don't care. I don't worry about shit that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If I don't know what's going on, I don't care. But when they in my presence, they treat me with the ultimate fucking respect. You know what I'm saying? That's just, and that's all I care about, man. Grown man, business man. I appreciate the $10 super chat. Home said one more time for the people in back. No doubt, bro. So when I'm around them, man, hey man, they treat me like, you know, I feel like one of the crew when I'm around. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, it's like this. We sit around, man, and they joan each other, and I joan them, and they joan me. You know what I'm saying? And we talk shit to each other. You know what I'm saying? I talk shit to them the same way I talk shit in here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I talk shit to them. One of them, man, I call him Fat Boy. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker eat anything. You know what I'm saying? Rich as shit, but he eat anything. I just call him Fat Boy when I see him. And he answered. I dap him up. What up, Fat Boy? And we shake hands, man. You know what I'm saying? I went around one time when I was like right at the top end of a bulk. I was just finna start cutting, so I went and had lunch with them. Told him, hey man, let's have lunch today because I'm about to start cutting. And I went around. He said, ooh wee, god damn, Fat Boy, you need to go on a diet, don't you? But I've been calling him Fat Boy forever. He been holding that shit back, waiting to be able to say it. He finally got a chance, I guess. So like, it's always like that, man. I mean, I talk shit to them. Ain't no level of disrespect or none of that shit. But they may talk about me like a damn dog when I leave, man. I don't care. I don't really care. You niggas may talk about me like a goddamn dog when I get off here. I don't care though. While we in here chilling, showing each other the utmost respect. You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters. We can't be like women and wonder what if. Ooh, I wonder if they talk about me when they ain't around. That's feminine shit, man. Carrington Williams, no doubt, bro. I don't know what that cat that talking about, man. Hey, man, what the fuck is Jeffrey Speed talking about, man? I ain't just jump in and say some shit, but you're not. What the fuck does that even mean, man? And you good on that? What the hell you talking about, man? That nigga, man. Like, when niggas just come in here, man, fucking up the flow like that, man. Let's get back into this thing, man. Another thing is this, man. As black men, you're your own worst enemy. Not just as not a group, but as individuals. Man, black men have the most self-defeated thought processes I've ever seen in my life. You know how many black men have never started a business because they didn't want to leave their job, they secure job? I know a nigga, man, who wanted to start a business, but he kept trying to stack up a little bit more money, fuck around, got fired from his job. Then he was scrambling. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. Very few men have the intestinal fortitude, focus, drive, and determination to be under pressure and start a business with bills coming and shit. It's easy to go ahead and dibble and dab and step off into your business, man, a little bit when your ass got a job that you think is secure and you got a check coming to pay your bills and shit and live off of. It's easy to play around with your business. But when your ass lose your job and the bills coming the next month, how many men have that intestinal fortitude, drive, determination, and focus to say, fuck it, I'm finna go ahead and start my joint and not worry about if the bills can't be paid? I know plenty of men, man, who on their way to becoming millionaires lost their house, lost their car, lost their woman, lost everything. But they stayed on that grind because they wasn't about to go back the other way. And bam, that shit popped out for them. See what I'm saying? It popped out for them. You know why? Because they stayed focused and didn't worry about what the fuck people were going to say and didn't worry about stuff. You can worry about stuff all you want to, man. But every nigga that worry about stuff, if your concern is stuff, your ass going to keep working the job so you can get that stuff. That's what you're going to do. Jose Navarro, I appreciate the $5 super chat, man. So you got to think about that, man. If you are against yourself, see, you cannot. The only thing worse than you being in bed or being cohorts with the fucking enemy of your success is for you to be your own enemy of success. It's for you to be the enemy of your own success. That shit makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. Another thing is this, man. Niggas constantly complain about American women. I swear, if I hear one more nigga complain about American women, because I'm going to be honest with you, you can say what you want to say. But by and large, overall, there may be some beautiful women in other cultures. But when it comes to overall beauty, when it comes to being beautiful and paid, because I'm going to be honest with you, being paid is a part of beauty to me. To me, I ain't never seen a broke dime. A broke broad can't be a dime in my book. But that's just me. A broke broad cannot be a dime in my book. If a chick is an 8 and she paid, she's a dime. You know, I give them a 9.4. So when I say dime, you know I mean 9.4 because I don't get no broad perfect. But if you give me an 8 and she's super paid, nigga, she an automatic 9.4. You understand? At least a 9.3. Listen, at least a 9.386. She close. Real close to being as perfect as a woman could be. But I don't care how beautiful a broke broad is, she can't be no dime. She simply can't. But that's me. That's just me, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe everybody don't feel like that. Samuel Woodland, no doubt, bro. When you talk about America, this is the crazy shit. Nigga, you been in America your whole life. You dealt with American girls, you dealt with American teenagers, you dealt with American high schoolers, you dealt with American college girls, you dealt with American young women, you dealt with American fucking grown women. You grew up around American women. You've been dealing with American women your whole life. If your ass can't navigate American women, your ass is a sucker, man. Any man that sits and complains about American women all the time, man, is a sucker. Because if you can say all American women are bad, then you got to say all niggas are bad too. You understand what I'm saying? You got to say that. The bottom line is this, man. There are bad women in every culture. The only people who think all the women in another culture are great are niggas who ain't from that culture. Go anywhere. Go anywhere. And I guarantee you, the men of that culture are not going to tell you, oh, all of our women are so wonderful. They are great. It's impossible when you can go to another country and trick off on women and have them giving you sexual pleasure and favors and the whole girlfriend experience for money. They hoes just like the hoes over here. But the bottom line is, at least in America, I know what the women stand for. And I can understand how they fucking talk. And I've been dealing with them my whole life, so I know what they're interested in. I know what they like. I know what they don't like. Hell, they know what I like and what I don't like. At least an American woman knows how to play the damn role. All this shit is just a Hollywood movie. Life is a Hollywood movie, nigga. You just trying not to get killed by the end, especially as a black man. You know how the black folks always die in the movie? The nigga always die? This is a Hollywood movie, nigga. You just trying to make it to the end credits. That's all this is. So everybody acts. The women gonna act. Hey, let them act. But if you believe that because you had a couple of fucking short ass experiences in other countries with other women, man, that they better than American women, you crazy. And you ain't got no royal treatment from American women. American women will give you royal treatment. You understand? It's just the fact that this, in America, you can be the average nigga and go to another country and be the done. For one thing, because of the currency transfer, and it's just because as a tourist, the women who are around the tourist traps always are set up to cater to tourists. You got to go live in a country. Go live in a country, become a citizen, and deal with the women who live, work, sleep, and eat in that country on a regular basis. Then tell me about them. Don't take no trip for no fucking weekend or no fucking week or something, and then tell me how wonderful the women are over there. Nigga, go live there. Go buy yourself somewhere to live over there, even rent it. Go live over there and interact with the women on a daily basis while you getting on your grind. Not at a fucking hotel or Airbnb in a tourist section. And I guarantee you, you're gonna run your ass back to America and say, woo woo, I'm glad to be back with these American women. I guarantee it. You gotta understand, man, that you gotta compare situations. You can't compare fucking circumstances. You understand? You got to pair situations. You got to say, okay, I'm in America. I've been dealing with these women, working with these women, living with these women, shit, playing with these women, hanging with these women. You got to go to another country and compare that situation to that situation in that country. Go live with those women, play with those women, work with those women, be around those women, become familiar with those women, and have those women become familiar with you. Because hypergamy runs rampant all over the world. And hypergamy starts young. Let me tell you something. When I was a kid, man, when my mom left my dad, man, before I moved back with my dad, we moved around a lot. Nigga, I went to 3 schools in 7th grade. 3 schools. You understand? And every time I showed up, I was the man. It don't matter who the man was. His girl wanted me because I was new. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the coolest niggas in the environment, the most desired niggas in the environment. Every time I went somewhere, every time I moved to a different school, his girl was the one that wanted me. You know why? Because I was young and fly and new. Back then, it wasn't no money hypergamy because we were just school kids. But the intrigue of me being new was the motivation for the hypergamy. She wanted to be the first one with the new cool dude. You understand? Hypergamy starts young as shit. So when you talk about a man that, when I tell you niggas, I've been dealing with this hypergamy shit, dealing with this female nature since I was a child, I mean it. I was blessed by the Most High with the experiences that showed me how this shit goes. So for you to believe that a woman is going to do reverse hypergamy and date down to a nigga who hates her, I'm talking about, you see black men tearing American women a new asshole. And they do it disrespectfully. You go over to the white manosphere, man, and you see those boys, they talk about women nature, they talk about all that, but they do it in a calm, you know what I'm saying, just laid back manner. Like they do that shit scientifically. They do that shit like they sitting in a college classroom. Niggas do that shit like they sitting at a club, drunk as shit, and ain't no women in there, and they just go the hell off. Now, why would a woman want you and you express your hate for American women? Why would a black woman want you and you express your hate for black women? Why would a white woman want you and you express your hate for your own women? Why would an Asian woman want you when you express your hate for your woman and then white women don't want you? So if black women don't want you and white women don't want you, what in the hell make you think Asian women gonna want you? The bottom line is, as a black man, you just gotta accept, man, that we are not desired by women the way we think we are. Sexually, yeah. But what kind of old freak beta male motherfucker is okay with women using him for sex? You a sex toy, nigga. You a living sex toy. You better make them get a doll like these niggas be getting. How you gonna be a living sex toy for a woman, man? And this is the bottom line, bro. Other races of men are the sexual selectors. Why aren't black men? Great point. Black men are the only group of men who aren't sexual selectors. We can convince ourselves that other nationalities of men suffer from the shit we do, but they don't. You know why? Because they run shit. They control shit. Let me ask you something. How come a black man didn't start Amazon? Or even anything competitive? How come a black man didn't start a competitor to Amazon? I know some black men who are tech savvy as shit, can create any website in the world. And I know some other nigga that can sell an icebox to an Eskimo in the middle of the fucking winter. Inside his igloo. Where are the black men when it comes to that shit? Black men love motorcycles. I know some black men who are machinists, they cold as shit. I know niggas who build motors. I ain't talking about get a block and build a motor. I'm talking about I know niggas who build motor blocks, who know how to like build blocks and then build a motor on the block. Like literally shape the fucking block of the motor to their own specifications. Piston hole sizes to their own specifications. That's what I'm talking about. How come these niggas ain't manufacturing no motors for no goddamn cars? Because black men do shit for fun. You find me a black man who could build a motorcycle, that nigga build that shit for fun, for himself to ride, to show off. Say, yeah, man, you like, yeah, man, damn, that bike clean as hell, where you get it from? Yeah, I built this one, man. I just a little something I put together, you know what I'm saying? And, hey, shit, man, I mean, can you build me one? Nah, it's just something I do for myself, man. Niggas don't want to do nothing but have fucking fun. It's crazy, man. I'm just gonna be honest with you, man. I don't like that shit. Let's look at jewelry. Man, let me tell you something. Jewelry is the biggest fucking markup, especially diamonds. Oh my man, if you niggas knew the markup on diamonds, I promise you, you would never buy another one unless you just a beta male simp man, China motherfucker that like to be used. Man, the markup on diamonds is crazy. That's why a fucking jeweler can have a 70% off sale every fucking month. Every month he can have a 70% off sale. Because the markup on jewelry is so high that nigga can sell diamond jewelry at a 70% discount and still make a profit. And I ain't talking about pennies either. I'm talking about a real profit. How come niggas ain't into jewelry? How many jewelry stores you know owned by, man? I ain't talking about no goddamn pawn shop. I'm talking about jewelry stores. How many men sitting up with some fly ass wedding rings waiting for the beta male simp man Johnny to come in there and drop 5 to 10,000 on a wedding ring so he can get paid for them cheap ass diamonds? None. Niggas don't even have an interest in it. Niggas don't want to sell diamonds. They want to fucking buy diamonds. Niggas don't want to, listen, niggas don't want to sell nothing. They want to buy everything. And that's the reality of it, man. And the crazy thing is, man, I see the homie in here, man. That listen, bro, they don't even have to make synthetic diamonds. They make synthetic diamonds. The people who make synthetic diamonds don't have access to real diamonds. There's a small group of people that have access to real diamonds, man. A small group of people. You know what I'm saying? The diamond industry is a generational wealth thing. You know what I'm saying? The De Beers group is not letting any. You gotta shit, boy. You gotta be plugged in to get your ass into the real diamonds. Really, you gotta be plugged in. I mean, bro, we don't really have to see eye to eye on women, man. You know what I'm saying? For when you really think about it, man, all this shit just based on personal experience, man. You know what I'm saying? Just based on personal experience. Now, another thing is this, man. We own absolutely nothing. You see, when a woman is thinking about having somebody's children who can create generational wealth, and by the way, black men are the only men by and large. I hear a whole bunch of niggas tell my man they ain't never having no children. Man, if all black men start saying they ain't having no children, it's officially over. If you don't reproduce your race, you fucking go extinct, man. You go extinct. What if 50% of black men right now who don't have children say ain't having no children and they stick to that? Man, our numbers of, man, we'll be dead in fucking 100 years, man. It's crazy. That shit, that's crazy to me, man. That's super crazy to me, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's super crazy to me. And the fact that we don't own shit, nigga, you don't own nothing. You don't want to have no seeds. You don't want to do, god damn, man. It's over for niggas, man. It's over for niggas. Niggas been in their country for damn near 500 years. Don't own shit. Well, we were slaves for, I don't give a fuck if you was cockroaches. You ain't slaves no more. And you ain't cockroaches no more. I mean, what's marriage? What's marriage, Trav? Cause that shit you go down to the courthouse and do, that shit ain't marriage. It's technical marriage. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about marriage, man, marriage is not a term, man, that's been around, man. That's an American term. Like marriage, we ain't get married, man. We just took a wife. We made this woman our wife. Marriage is the process that happens in America. That's what marriage is. Like, men have always had wives without marriage. So you just fucking take a wife and pop a seed in her. This whole marriage thing, man, I'm telling you, it's an American construct. It's some shit that was created. So once you take your woman, you see the woman you want her, you go into her, bam, that's your mother. That's how the marriage was always consecrated with sex. Taking a wife was consecrated with sex. I won't say marriage. Having your wife was consecrated with sex. When you went into that woman, she became your wife. You know what I'm saying? And that's why all these laws about all of these different things, man. And you got cats now talking about, man, our ancestors practice semen retention and all that shit. Hey, man, I don't know nothing about all that. I just know the word of the Most High is constructed in a way that keep you from fucking everything. Because when you fuck a woman, she your wife. So you got to think about this. Every man that's out here talking about all this humping and pumping and dumping and having sex with all these women is an ungodly man. Motherfucker is evil as shit. You understand? Because you got to understand this. If sex consecrates making a woman your wife, why are you out here knocking down these chicks that your ass wouldn't want to be your wife? Because you have no understanding of the Most High. And that's one of the things that we're going to talk about right now. You're too worldly and weak to accept your position that God chosen people. You know what I'm saying? Black men are too worldly and weak to accept that position because that position requires you to be responsible for your actions. All of your actions. It requires you to be responsible for what you let get into your ears. It requires you to be responsible for what you see with your eyes. It requires you to be responsible for what environment you hang in. It requires you to be responsible for what people you hang around. It requires you to be responsible for keeping your wood in your damn pants. And a whole bunch of these boys can't do all that. You understand? It requires a lot of focus, determination, and constant pressure to live according to the word of the Most High. And most men ain't gonna do that. And ironically, black men are the only ones who don't know and accept your true identity. Everybody fucking else knows it. You think white men don't know who you are? Why you think they work so hard to keep your ass from the knowledge of it? Why you think they threw up the picture of the blonde haired, blue eyed Jesus? Why you think they did the whole movies? If you look up the movie Exodus, all white cast. You understand? Anytime you look up a movie about Exodus and Moses in Egypt, it's an all white cast. Why you think that is? Why you think all the pictures you see of a fucking of a black Jesus are something you see in somebody's house? When you have been to a church, even a black church, and saw that picture up there, you ain't. You know why? Because keeping you away from that knowledge is the greatest trick that the white man has ever pulled. The enemy of your success has pulled the greatest trick ever by convincing you that you are not who you are. And that's why the single mothers are out here. Because niggas are out here having sex with women that they don't want to be their wives. So you see, everything always falls back on the black man. Because you are God's chosen man. It is your fault. The single mother epidemic is your fault. These boys out here acting like women, it's your fault. Because all in all, the responsibility to increase the awareness and wellness of your people is on you. It's on you. And that's the reality of it. Yeah, I agree with you. Everybody here fucked a lot, but if you still fucking a lot, then you're a sucker. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and when you know better, you do better. The problem is a whole bunch of niggas know better and still ain't doing better. So of course, everybody here did a lot of things a lot, but we ain't talking about the past. We leave living in the past to females. A female want to go back and bring up some shit you did 10 years ago. We don't live like that. We talk about right now in the present, because the past don't even matter no more. To be perfectly honest with you. What are we going to do today? What are we going to do tomorrow? What are we going to do the day after that? JC Riggs, man, I appreciate the super chat. Let me see. JC says, I had the super chat after hearing that real spit. No doubt, bro. I appreciate that. Essel Stoic, I appreciate the super chat. Man, homie just says truth. Trav Terrell says, what step do you think us as black men need to take to get our identity back? Man, the first thing we got to do, man, is accept and respect the fact that we have to understand that we are one. We can't do nothing if we don't unite. Our identity is as God's chosen people. I'm not God's chosen man. We're God's chosen people, a nation of people. That's why this whole divide and conquer shit has been going on so much. Okay, you're black, you're dark skinned, I'm light skinned. You're rich, I'm poor. You're from the hood, I'm from the suburbs. You're tall, I'm short. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, you're pro-black, I'm a sellout. All that shit right there, that's just rhetoric perpetuated by this system to keep you and I from ever seeing all the way eye to eye. Because if we can get rid of all the things that make us different and settle on the things that make us the same, that's it. We're God's chosen people. When you think about being God's chosen people, why would we allow any of this worldly shit to separate us when it's just shit that's created by them? It was created by the enemy of our success. So until we can look at one another and say, man, your success is my success. Your failure is my failure. Your life is my life. Then we're gonna forever be here, man. Nothing else we do matters until we fucking unify. Until we unify and start to respect and accept one another as brothers. And not in words, not just saying, well, we brothers. I'm talking about fucking how would you treat your brother? Yeah, I mean, now that's one thing, man. There's a bunch of haters. Lit life, I appreciate the $5 super chat. Homie say your truth brings healing and power into our lives. No doubt, brother. I appreciate that. Freelance Ronan, I appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Homie says can't stay long, but drop it in the tip jar anyway. Keep teaching, man. No doubt, freelance, man. I appreciate you showing up, man. I appreciate you dropping through, checking in, brother. Appreciate it. Lewis Sutton, I appreciate the super chat, homie. Appreciate it. I met y'all A1D, man. I appreciate the $5 super chat. Homie said, tell him where the answer is, Dr. BoA. Deuteronomy 30. Read that shit. Real talk. All you got to do is read Deuteronomy 30. Read the whole chapter, nigga. Don't just skip the 28. Read the whole chapter. Travis Terrell, BoA, you are super gas in the night. No doubt, bro. Appreciate it, Trav. Appreciate it. You know, the bottom line is this, man. We really got to understand, man, that, you know, without you, there is no me. Without me, there is no you. Are we going to be the generation that changes shit? Or are we just going to continue to pass down this whole thing, man? You know what I'm saying? Are we going to continue to pass this down to those who come behind us? Or are we going to fucking live, man? Are we going to leave this motherfucker better than we found it? And the only way to do that, man, is to unify, man. I just can't understand how we can have so much to say about the system, but then all our efforts to combat something is spent combating one another. What the fuck we got to fight about? Nigga, I ain't holding you back. I ain't never hold you back. Clinks, man, I appreciate the $5 super chat, little bro. Appreciate you being in the joint, man. Jay Will, I appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. Homie said, thank you, BoA, for that knowledge. No doubt, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, now that's another thing we got to do, man. We got to rid ourselves of all this fucking sin, man. All these things we doing, man, that we know ain't right, man. We got to rid ourselves of that, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no returning to the Most High, man, without cleaning our lives up. You know what I'm saying? And of course, that starts with, as an individual, man, clean your life up. And then each one teach one. You understand what I'm saying? We're all not going to be leaders of this movement, but it does not matter. It does not matter. We got to keep moving, man. Now, and you know what? And it's funny, the homeboy just said that war assassin. That's the next one, man. Black men exhibit a lot of feminine energy. Like a shitload of feminine energy. And I know you come from the single parent home and all that shit, man, but goddamn, at some point masculinity is supposed to take over. Testosterone is supposed to win the day after a while. Man, black men exhibit so much feminine. Man, listen, bro. I posted an exchange between me and a motherfucker today, man, where that nigga practically begged me to let him come argue with me on my fucking channel. Let me come argue with you, man. Even after I told him, man, arguing is feminine as fuck, man. Nigga, I don't argue. You ain't never heard me debate nobody or argue with nobody on my shit. Well, no, man. Well, let me come on. I'm telling you, I'll come on and argue with you. I said, this nigga crazy. But that's that type of feminine energy, man. You know, niggas are really out here trying to call niggas out to get them to bite and respond so they can argue. You know how a woman does? A woman will have some information. She be done went through your phone and shit, man. And she'll sit you down and say, look, man, I had this happen before. When I was much younger, you know what I'm saying? Of course, when there was a point, man, where a couple of women, man, I tried to, you know, hide who I was, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got caught up, man, for a minute, man, trying to hide who I was. But I never stopped being who I was. But I hid it. Like, I never really settled down with them, but I act like I bite. But, man, a woman to sit you down and say, look, I know you, like, look, like Yvette did Jody. Look, I know you fuck other women. I just want you to be honest about it. And blah, blah, blah. Then you fuck around and be honest about it. She say, motherfucker, I know it. I know I should have fucked them niggas that been trying to fuck me. Like, what, bitch? You just said, goddamn it. That's how they'll do. They'll come to you calmly and talk to you like they just want to talk. I just want to talk to you. I just want to talk. And that's all. I mean, we gonna get along. It's like, it ain't nothing. I'm still gonna love you after this. And man, you tell a man and she go, shit, man, she go ham. Go to pulling out information. See, I already called the bitch and blah blah. You be like, God damn. She coming over here now. I'm cooking. That's why I'm cooking dinner, because she coming over. I'm like, what the fuck you mean she coming over? She on the way. Matter of fact, that's her at the door right now. Nigga, go get the dough with your bad ass. You be like, man, this bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes, man. I'm telling you, man. Let's see, man. Life of Alpha Astrology, man. I appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Homie said, big brother on fire tonight. Always dropping true. Appreciate your work, fam. Hey, I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that and the super chat, man. Man, we talking about all women. Nigga, all women think black men are the bottom of the barrel. Yeah, you know what? That social media has a lot to say. That social media has a lot to say. I mean, a lot, man. McCann, what good, homie? What's good? Good to see you in the building, man. So another thing is this, man. When you think about how much feminine energy is exhibited, man, and we've been seeing it recently, man, a lot in the manosphere. But think about this: there was a video circulating around, man, where this chick was doing a prank on her boyfriend, man. Man, that dude started whooping the brakes off of her. Nick got mad just that quick about a prank. Man, he started punching her. Bro, when I'm talking about he was putting hands on her, man, he was beating her like she stabbed, like his mama or something. Like she stabbed him in the back while he was asleep, bro. I'm talking about for real, like with a blade. Man, he was putting hands on that girl, man. I'm talking about, man, he was throwing thunder cookies at her, man. All because she did a prank, man. And that nigga beat up, then said, stop playing so damn much. I'm out. Nigga beat up and left. I said, God damn, you emotional ass nigga. Yeah, her daddy rolled up on him and put hands on him. Her daddy whooped him. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to understand this, man. That social media shit, man, it's so full of feminine energy. Like, it's so full of that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, you got to have a strong resolve to not get caught up in the feminine energy of it. Now, social media is very beneficial for business, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's beneficial as hell for business if you can just use it for business. But that's just like the internet. The web is beneficial for business as long as you ain't sitting up watching porn all goddamn day when you need to be taking care of business. You know what I'm saying? But social media, boy, that shit is a femininity trap. These boys be in there and they be looking, and before you know it, man, you seeing all these scantily clad chicks all around. Man, listen. Boy, you can go to IG and sit up and watch women, man, pop their ass, man, for hours. Like, there are women who make a living from making those videos. Bitches making appearances at strip clubs, man, getting paid 50 racks because they built up a following for, man, twerking their ass, man, on IG or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I heard, man, chicks be posting real life sex on Snapchat. That's crazy, man. Think about that. Chicks posting real live sex on Snapchat, online, bro. And the problem is, it ain't even the feminine energy. It's the evil energy. It's the energy that the Most High is not going to be in that environment. The spirit of the Most High is not going to be in that environment. And as a black man, you can't afford to have yourself frequent in environments where the spirit of the Most High doesn't exist. And that's the reality of it, man. Another thing is this, man. When you hear dudes fucking tearing each other down, man. I'm talking about tearing. See, this is the thing. A woman knows feminine nature. She knows when you're acting feminine because you're doing the shit that she does. So when two men are talking to each other and they going back and forth, and then they start just tearing each other down and bringing up personal shit about each other. Let me tell you the most feminine thing you could ever see. It's two men hurling insults at one another, trying to say the most damning thing they can say to evoke anger out of the next man, just by saying shit about him that's disrespectful. You understand? When men disrespect one another, it's supposed to be intentional and it's supposed to show an attack of war. When you disrespect a man in that matter, man, it's an attack of war. But the fact that two men can do that to one another and ain't now one of them gonna do shit and be cool after that, it's feminine, man. It's feminine. Niggas don't insult each other all the time, man. So another thing is this, man. Black men never create their own anything. Never. You never create your own anything. You basically just join what other men have created and branch out from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, however black men feel, like black men, how in the hell black men come in and join an organization that was created by white men? There should be no black men in MGTOW. That shit was created by white men for white men. For the issues they dealt with in divorce and all that shit. Black men don't even get married. We don't deal with divorce like that. And the majority of the time, niggas ain't really got shit to lose in a divorce when they get divorced. Niggas being 50-50 relationship. And when I say 50-50, I'm talking about the woman be bringing like 50% of the finances to the table. Not because a nigga is on no pimp shit, but because she has to in order for shit to get paid. Hold up, man. Let me see. Let me see something. Y'all give me a second right here, man. All right. So, the bottom line is this, man. As black men, we have to understand, man, we're God's chosen people. And what we have to do is any man who doesn't take part in that ideology, we just leave his ass on the outside, man. Let that nigga do whatever you want to do. Because we really ain't got time, man, to be, just doing a whole bunch of trivial shit that ain't going to get us closer to the Most High. We're here as a punishment. This existence in America is a punishment. We're not intended to take over shit here. We're not intended to be the upper echelon of anything here. And the fact that niggas keep trying the same shit over and over, it pains me and it should pain you too. You see what I'm saying? Because the bottom line is this right here. When I look at a motherfucker like anybody, you take anybody, man. Some motherfuckers with real paper, most of them don't even look like paper. You know what I'm saying? Like when you got real paper, when you got real wealth, you don't even have to look like wealth because you live a wealthy life. You make shit move around you because you got paper. So I say this. It's better to be a fat motherfucker with $50 million than to be a rip to shreds motherfucker working a job. You know what I'm saying? It's better to be a fucking motherfucker that's worth $25 million wearing a fucking Hawaiian shirt and some fucking tweed shorts than to be a motherfucker that's worth $150,000 and you draped up and dripped out looking like money. See, our edge on everyone is a spiritual edge. None of this other shit we doing, we can build our body to where we want to build it to. That shit's about health. Be as healthy as you can. And as healthy as you can be is lean as fuck. We can build our image, but the only image that matters is the image that makes you the most confident version of yourself. So me, myself, when I'm lean, which is what you should be, I prefer me in a fucking wife beater. You understand? And wherever I go, I'm gonna have wife beat up under my shit. Cause at the very first opportunity to get shirtless and put and flex that motherfucking wife beat, I am. You understand what I'm saying? So when we talk about building your body, it means different things for different folks. If you fat, you need to lose weight. If you skinny as shit, you need to build muscle. You know, hey, building your body, becoming the best version of yourself physically means two different things. When we talk about image, if you're in the corporate world, your image means one thing. If you're in an urban environment, your image means something totally different. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you. I know a nigga in the hood, man, nigga with the birdie, man, nigga fuck around, got robbed, man, showed up, man, trying to serve some niggas in some Versace shit. They robbed shit out that nigga. He was looking too pretty. You understand? He was looking too pretty. So all of these things are about your environment. Make sure that you are the best version of yourself to capitalize on your environment however you can. Yo, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the bottom line, man. You know, we have to understand this, man. That everyone knows who we are. We know who we are, but we don't capitalize on it. And I'm gonna be honest with you. We should feel bad. As long as we've been in this fucking country, man, we ain't making no leeway on nothing for real. You understand? We ain't making no leeway on nothing. And for us to still use the cop out, man, about oppression and slavery and all that shit, man, that's not the basis of the issue. The basis of the issue is why were we slaves in the first place? And the fact that we speak on that, every time you speak on the fact, well, I was oppressed, man, I don't want to hear that shit. Women think black men are the lowest because we don't control shit. So you could build your body and have your image, and all you're going to be able to do is fuck some bitches. Where's that going to put you in the corporate world? Where's that going to put you in the boardroom? Where's that shit going to equate to ownership? None of it is. The only thing that is returning to the Most High. And that's the bottom line. That's who we are. We can try to be who we want to be, but who we are is the chosen people of the Most High. And if it ain't in the Word, I don't give a fuck about it. Technically speaking. So I say, our image as black men is probably wearing a fucking dashiki. Keeping your head covered in a spiritual manner.